Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for January 2025. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I am going to take a quick second here, Libra, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Libra out there. So guys, if it's not resonating, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements, see if those readings may have your messages. Please keep in mind that the monthly readings are predictive, so if these events aren't occurring right now, they may occur in the next few weeks. And as always, Libra, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Most of you guys know I am also a Libra, so let's see what we've got coming this January. So, Spirit, what would you like Libra to know for the month of January? All right, so Libra, you are starting out with the Devil in reverse, and you have it crossed by the Three of Swords in the reverse. So you've gotten yourself out of some sort of toxic situation here, and you're currently healing. I can see you've been heartbroken. You were heartbroken because of some sort of toxic situation, but I see this reversing. This is current energy for you right now. So you're doing a lot of healing here, and I like that. Now, some of you could have been dealing with addictions as well, and if so, I feel like you're trying to heal. So let's see the past. Show me the past for Libra. Show me the past for Libra. Seven of Cups. I believe Gemini had this energy in the same place. So if you're involved with a Gemini, you might want to look at that reading. But there's been a lot of confusion here. Yeah, you've been trying to look at all the different options, but there was a lot of confusion. Let's see why all this is happening. Show me why all this is happening. Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so you've learned lessons here from the past. Some of you were dealing with a situation where you felt ignored, where you felt like somebody wasn't valuing you or valuing what you brought to the table, but you're releasing yourself from all of that. As heartbreaking as it was, what's on your mind is the Strength card. You're leaning into your strength. You're being very strong here. And I do like this. So far, so good, Libra. This is really good energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Leo. Let's look at January for Libra. Show me January for Libra. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so you may be turning down an offer of some kind, or, you know, be careful with your money. There could be like feeling a slight pinch in January financially, so be aware of that. But with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this can also indicate not communicating with somebody, or it can also indicate that there's something here you don't know. You don't know. So let's see how you're showing up, and we'll clarify all of that. Show me how. Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse. So a lot of you are also getting rid of immature, toxic behavior here. Page of Wands in the reverse, it does indicate that there could be somebody here you're just not speaking with. There's a lack of communication. The energy coming towards you is a Knight of Wands in the reverse. You could have been dealing with somebody who was a player or somebody who was inconsistent, especially with regard to communication. Let me see Spirit's advice. Show me, thank you. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Spirit is saying hold back a little bit emotionally, especially in a situation that feels overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming. Just kind of hold back with regard to that. And we'll clarify that. At the end of the month, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So some kind of conflict here is clearing up by the end of the month. Very good. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is underlying energy. This does indicate long-term prosperity and wealth. So even if you do feel a slight pinch, it does look like your money is going to increase, which is a very positive thing. It also shows me that there's something long-term here, something that is long-term. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Devil in reverse? Why is the devil in reverse? The High Priestess. Yeah, somebody who was secretive. You're getting rid of this energy, though, and you're following your own intuition now. Your intuition is guiding you on how to get out of some sort of toxic energy, whether it's addictions, whether it's dealing with somebody else that's toxic. I can definitely see that there were secrets that broke your heart, and you're healing from all of this now, and you're following your own intuition. Now, some of you could be tarot readers or psychics, and in that case, you definitely want to be following your own intuition here. Let me see. Yeah, Queen of Cups. And this, so somebody crushed your dreams. Somebody crushed your dreams in love. Yeah, I feel like you were very open. You were very giving in a situation. And somebody just literally came in and crushed your dreams. It caused a lot of emotional imbalance. And now you're healing. So you're still in the process of healing. Let me see why the Seven of Cups is here. Five of Swords reversed, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, if you were in a state of ego, I feel like you've stepped out of that ego. You're trying to move forward with your life. I do see that you're avoiding conflicts, especially with people who are being very confusing. You know, I'm getting this energy of somebody who is, they don't know what they want, so they're not really giving you, they're unable to give you what you want. And it's because they are in a state of confusion. So I feel like you're moving forward from this. You're not dealing with this, whoever this is that's caused all this toxic energy. Your intuition is telling you, move forward, avoid conflict. You know, that you have a loving heart here. Find your balance. So let's see why the Four of Cups is in reverse. Page of Wands. You may hear from somebody that you have not talked to in quite some time. Whoever it is that you haven't been talking to, you may hear something. It will likely be something small, something flirtatious. This will likely be somebody who disrespected you. Somebody who was not, you know, honoring you, but you've learned a lesson. And I feel like if that person reaches out, you're going to kind of be like, okay. All right, so let's see why the Strength card is here. Thank you. You're investing in self. Yeah, and it's making you so strong. You know it's going to. So you're investing in self. You're being very patient. You're being very strong, especially with regard to money. I see you being very patient with regard to money. Spiritually, though, you're coming out in this very strong energy, strong and patient. All right, so let's look at January. Spirit, show me January for Libra. All right, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Three of Coins reversed, and there's that Strength card. Nine of Cups reversed. You've got a lot of reversals here. Five of Wands reversed, the Fool. 10 of Cups, and there's the Devil in reverse. So it looks like, you know, your goals here, which is to step out of toxicity, you're going to accomplish those goals by the end of the month. I see that. So let's talk about January. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that there is definitely something here that you don't know about. There's something that's unknown, okay? This is showing me it has to do with an ending, or it could have to do with somebody who was unfaithful. I feel like you may be turning somebody down in the very beginning of the month here. There's an ending. I see an ending. Now, for some of you, I see a financial pinch. I see, you know, There's a lack of financial stability in the first week. Don't stress about that, because your underlying energy is the Ten of Pentacles, indicating that if there is this financial pinch due to some sort of loss or money not coming in the very early part of the week, that is going to resolve. That is going to resolve, I would say, somewhere in the second, if not the third week of January, and you're going to be very happy. So don't stress about that. I am seeing some financial loss, though, that is occurring here, and it could cause instability in a foundation. Just be strong, which is what's on your mind, and be patient with regard to money and finances, because I feel like everything is going to be fine, but it is going to take a couple of weeks. So just be aware. You know, they say knowing is half the battle. Now, with regard to love, I do see something here that is definitely ending. This is something that you've lost the passion for. This could be somebody who was non-committal. There was no stability in the connection, and therefore a solid foundation could not be laid. So I do feel like you've pondered this, you've tried to figure this out. It hasn't made any sense to you, and now you're slowly moving forward. But you are dealing with a lot of loss, feelings of loss here in the first part of January. I do see that there is a need for you to nurture yourself, nurture your home, nurture children if you have children. There's a need for nurturance to come within, you know, especially in the first week into the second week, because there's something to do with a soul contract that is being broken, or a foundation that is being broken down. I do see you being, by the middle of the month, you're very strong. Even though things are not going the way you want, you have this strength within you, Libra, and you're kind of overcoming whatever these toxic things are. You're following your intuition, you're being strong, you're being patient, and you're investing in self. And I feel like that is a really good way to go about it. And so I do see that strength by the middle of the month. There is in the third week, I see there's something here, a conflict that is ending. I'm also seeing it at the end of the month here too. So there's some sort of conflict, whether it's internal or external, and it looks to be external. Some sort of conflict is ending, and you're taking a risk. You're taking a leap of faith here in the fourth week, away from something that has not been going the way you wanted, something that you felt pretty discontent with. So you're being very strong through the first part of January. I see by the middle of the month, you're realizing this is not the way my life is going to be. It's like you pack your bags, you avoid the conflict, you end conflicts, and then in the fourth week of January, I see you taking this leap of faith. Now, this could be anything. It could be some sort of new endeavor, but I will tell you that it is going to definitely bring you happiness. There's a sense of happiness and long-term prosperity with whatever this is, and it's because you're stepping out of any toxic energy. So it's like you've just applied willpower here. And not only that, you've taken action. You're taking that leap of faith. I'm telling you now, Libra, it's going to turn out really well. And it's going to help you to get rid of any of this toxic energy that's remaining. So let's look at how you're showing up. Show me how Libra is showing up in this reading. Show me how Libra is showing up. All right, we have the King of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I do see there's somebody here that you're not talking with. Or if you are, it's very limited. I do feel like you've kind of closed your heart off to somebody, and maybe to love in general. But it does look like it's a particular person. Somebody that is a good match for you. You intuitively know this. Somebody you opened your heart to in the past, and they broke your heart. I do see for some of you, this is coming back together. However, you're concerned that this person could be a bit of a player. I don't think you're going to express those thoughts and those feelings. I think you're going to kind of keep that to yourself. I'm also seeing that you are pouring that love into yourself, and I see it in two different places. So there's definitely a sense of you doing some self-nurturing, which is needed right now. I do see you kind of closing your heart off to love a little bit. For some of you, I do see sometime around the 3rd week, somebody is going to bust that big old heart of yours wide open. And there's a new relationship coming for some of you. Yeah, definitely is. But you're concerned about whether or not the person's a player, because you've dealt with a player here in the past. I do feel like you are afraid that it's not going to be consistent. So let's look at the energy of who's coming towards you, because we have the Knight of Wands here is the energy coming towards you, and this shows up in your final week. Over here, we see you taking a leap of faith that's going to lead to happiness. So let's see. Let's see who this is. Why is the Knight of Wands in reverse? All right, so we have the 4 of Swords reversed. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the 7 of Swords reversed. So the person coming towards you, and that this same person that is showing up in your energy, is somebody who was very inconsistent in the past. And this person, you may have even been on a break from this person, not talking to this person. There's going to be communication. This is somebody that chose to go in another direction. They were tethered to their past. And there was deception here. This person's going to come forward and they're going to tell you what it is that they've been hiding. So if you've got somebody that you feel has been hiding, keeping secrets, hiding things, everything's coming out into the open. They're going to be more revealing. I do feel like they're making a decision to be more forthcoming, to bring about change. This is somebody who has, been tethered to their past. It looks like you may have even been on a break from this person. They could be bringing forward some sort of an apology. But this looks like someone from the past here. Let me see Spirit's advice. Why is the Queen of Cups here in reverse? Thank you, Spirit. Why is the Queen of... Thank you. All right, so we have the Lovers in reverse. We have the 6 of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying, with regard to love, don't give your heart too easily here. There's choices that you have. I do see that there is a possibility of moving forward. Somebody may be giving you an offer. There's a possibility of moving forward with somebody that there has been an ending with. But Spirit is saying, don't give your heart too quickly here. And I don't think you are. I think you're going to be very careful here. But there is some kind of an offer that's coming your way. Just be careful about how you don't want to jump into anything, all right? This offer, though, is going to take you to a more peaceful place. Yeah. After feeling that you were not chosen by somebody in the past, after shutting... Whoever it was that broke your heart, I feel like you kind of shut down a little bit. You felt like you weren't chosen. You felt like your dreams were crushed. Spirit is saying you're now going to receive some sort of an offer, whether it's from someone new or whether it's from this person from the past. And I can tell you right now, the person from the past is going to be coming back. The person from the past did choose to go in another direction. It looks like you've been on a break from this person, and it's because they were tethered to their past, and they're going to come forward and reveal a lot of things that they have not been telling you. You have the opportunity, should you decide to take it, to move forward, to take this to a more peaceful place. Others of you, there's a new offer that's coming in, and this new offer is also going to take you to a more peaceful place with regard to love. Let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of January for Libra. Show me the outcome at the end of January. All right, so we have Justice in reverse. We have the Emperor, and we have the 9 of Wands. So if you've been in a conflict with somebody, you feel like they were harsh with you, that they treated you improperly, I would have to agree. There was some sort of a big conflict that occurred between you and this person. That conflict is ending. This conflict was because of deceit. This conflict was because of somebody not doing what they knew to be right. That conflict is ending, and it's ending because somebody is taking charge of the situation. I do feel like that is the person from the past. However, you're not going to trust this person. You're going to work on this. I do feel like you've learned a lot from this, but it's affected you in such a way, Libra, that you're non-trusting. And Spirit is saying that that's fine, that's fine. Don't give your whole heart immediately here. So I do feel like there is an injustice that is being righted towards the end of January, and it's because somebody from your past is coming in to take charge of the situation. You could be dealing with a Aries, another Libra. Let's see what else I'm seeing. I do see Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Virgo. But yeah, there is some sort of an injustice that was done here. You're coming out of conflict with that person. The person from the past is putting their ego aside in order to resolve this conflict with you. And that's a positive thing. For others of you, I do feel like you're meeting somebody new, though. There is somebody new that's in the energy. After you've gone through such a difficult time, you've decided you're no longer going to deal with this injustice. You're going to avoid conflict with that person. But be careful, because in either case, I see you kind of having some trust issues. But this new person could be very, very much powerful in your life. They do have a strong sense of power. They could be a business owner of some sort, but they have a strong sense of personal power. So take it as it resonates for you. I do see long-term. I see this being long-term in either event, and I do see it being very stable. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. This is underlying energy. So it does tell me that if you have been kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, hang in there, be strong as you are, and that stability is coming financially. It also tells me that you've weighed up the pros and cons, and you are choosing long-term stability in your relationships as well as your finances. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see if there's any further messages. All right, so we have number 35. It's called the Forbidden Forest. It's about bravery, persistence, and redemption. It says, you are so brave to keep on going the way you do. So give me just a second, and I'll read that directly from the book. All right, it says, I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in that dark and forbidden forest. The place, it is said, where you might not survive. The place, they say, that if you go, you must return to it again, to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return to revive it. Doing the same hard thing not once but twice is not easy to do. Even if it is just reimagining it in our head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything that you have been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time. Even if you need to ask others for help, that is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. That is beautiful. I do like that for you. It does signify a lot of healing that's going on. It signifies you stepping out of something that is very toxic. And let me tell you, when you take that leap of faith, Libra, it is going to bring you a lot of happiness. So whatever that leap of faith may look like for you, I feel like it's going to bring you a great amount of happiness. It's going to right wrongs that have been in your life. And I do see you really taking charge of your own life here, and I like that for you. All right, I hope that this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, Libra, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Libra, namaste.